welcome to the Arsenal show. We are live, and it's the post-match reaction. 1 win against Aston Villa. Yes, it's 5 wins in a row for Arsenal, sitting pretty top of the league, 2 points clear of Manchester City. As I say every week, we're sitting in this position. Declare now, call it a day, give us the league, because I'm happy here. I'm happy here, and I'm sure you are as well, Steve. How you doing? How you feeling after that game?
Oh, mate, yeah, I'm ecstatic. I mean, some of the football we're playing is just something like I've never seen since the Invincibles, mate. I think it's really goes back that far. It's just so brilliant to watch, and the camaraderie with the boys, the fighting spirit, just everything, mate. It's just so fantastic to watch at the moment. We're sitting top of the league. We've already said there, 5 out of 5 wins, and a great performance tonight. And they tried to kick us. They tried to, play us as if we was this team who was just going to roll over and die. And Gerrard, I think, the days of the old Arsenal where we're a bit of a soft touch. that don't work no more. We've got a bit more about us than us. You can hear my voice. It's just gone tonight. I've been screaming at the television in happiness, and just over the moon, mate. Over the moon.
Yeah. Aston Villa came. They had a game plan which was to rough us up a bit. And you say the thing is, I know you say Arsenal back in the day, like we regarded as a bit soft, and people used to go for us. But like it was back in the day, it was assault. In one season, we had 4 broken legs. So I don't know whether that's Arsenal just being soft or people targeting us. Like when you start breaking people's legs, it don't matter how soft or tough the team is. It's just wrong. It's just wrong. All right. We've got the comment section there already going. We've got Johnny in there. How you feeling, Johnny? And Garth.
You're next, Garth. You're next.
We will see. Let's see how brave he is after the game on Sunday. All right. We're doing it on live together as well. So if he gets too lippy, I'll be giving him a clip around the ear. All right. Let's get straight into the player ratings before this ends up being an hour-long pod. Waxing about our win. Aaron Ramsdale, Steve.
Yeah, I mean, there was a point probably in the first half where he didn't have much to do, but I mean, was he at fault for the goal? I don't know. I don't know. I think I'll let you answer that one a little bit more, Kieran, because you're the keeper. So you might be able to answer that better than me. I'm sort of a little bit of 6 and 1.5 down to the other. But other than that, he didn't really have much to do in the game. So, I hope he's all right. He looked like he got a little bit of a knock there towards the end. Hopefully,
it looked like a calf injury. Either or.
Yeah. Hopefully he's hope not, mate. Hope not. Hopefully he's okay. I'll give him a 6 tonight.
All right. I need to watch back that goal. I'll give my 2 pence. Kieran Tierney back in the squad again.
He looks like, I'm going to use a word that me and Garth was having a little chat in the week, and he used the word that I'm going to use for Kieran Tierney tonight. He looked like a bit of an odd duck. He looked like as if he was still fighting to belong in that team. He did all right. Again, he didn't have a bad performance. He wasn't getting down the flanks like we know Kieran Tierney does. And he didn't seem that confident on the ball. And I don't know if you noticed it, Kieran, but he seemed to keep offing the ball all the time. It was like, when in doubt, could just kick it anywhere. And he done that about 4 or 5 times. I don't mind that, to be honest with you, from a defender. If you're in danger, kick it. But it surprised me a bit because a lot of all our other defenders, just play it out. They get it on the floor and they play it. So he was all right. But yeah, not meaning to keep bringing up Zinchenko all the time. You could see there's a difference. I'm going to give him a 6, probably a low 6, but I'll give him a 6. I don't know what you thought of his performance, mate.
The thing is with Kieran Tierney, I think we've got to remember that Kieran Tierney was a massive part of the reason why we was on a good run in the second part of last season. We had Tavares early doors. Kieran Tierney came back, took a few games to come back in, and then when he got going, and we adapted to the way that Kieran Tierney plays on that left hand side. It was working well with Martinelli, and and then when he was out of the team injured, he was a massive loss. So I just think it's more of a case of Kieran Tierney's probably got to get used to the way we've been playing a little bit differently. He needs to play to his strengths, which is bombing up and down that wing and getting crosses in. I think what he can do for his own game is probably be a bit more accurate with his crosses. He's not a player that I worry about. I look at Kieran Tierney and think to myself that's some serious depth in the squad at left back.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Which is what we want. And Tavares scored again on the weekend. So and he didn't score again. Jerome will speak about his game when next week, but he was awesome. He was awesome. So yeah. Again, you get to see it's a completely different. Like what we said last week, we've got three left backs who are all completely different, completely different, which is a good thing to have. Gabriel.
I thought Gabriel done well tonight. I thought he was, really sorry. I can't remember him getting beat in the tackle. Many times. It was a lovely bit of skill when he went up for in the first half and he chested it down and then he turned on the shot and he caught it quite well and I thought he was going to go in. I really thought he was unlucky there. So he was doing. Not only was he defending well, he was causing like Villa problems in at corners and in the box. So that was good to see. I thought he was really good tonight. I'll give Gabriel a 7.
Johnny getting his scores in early there. He's also given Gabriel a 7. I think he has. Yep, he has. Gabriel 7 for Johnny. William Saliba.
Yeah, again, very similar to last week's performance. I thought he was good on the ball. There was a couple of times he got caught, but what I liked is that when he did get caught, he uses that pace to get back and he wins the ball back. He's got such, passion, in his game. He was like, okay, I've left the ball now. I'm going to go and win it back, which is what you want to see. He's been getting 8s and 9s recently, but it's probably it's impossible to say that he was his quietest game. But as I say, most of the time there wasn't much for him to do. But again, good on the ball, very assured. And as I say, when he did make a mistake, he made up for them by correcting it. So I'll give him a 7 as well.
All right, 7 for Saliba. Ben White.
Yeah, Ben White. I thought he was good again. I thought he was. You could tell a little bit of difference when Tommy Asu came on, but I don't know what we will read into that. If we read into that maybe Tommy Asu is going to start against Man United on Sunday, I think it might be. I think that could be a reason.
So that's come the last 10, 15 for the last few games, though.
Yeah, he has, mate. You're right. But yeah, Ben White was solid. He was solid. There was nothing he did wrong. He was getting forward at times. Again, he made another fantastic tackle again in the first half. That was probably a tackle that he had to make that could have gone on to Villa to score a goal. One of their very few chances. So yeah, I'm going to give him a 7 as well.
All right, 7 for Ben White. Sammy Lokonga.
I thought he played well, kids. I really did. I thought he done well. People were like, seemed to pick out his mistake, one or two mistakes that he made when I was watching it on the BT Sport, and I thought that was very unfair because they wasn't talking about the stuff that he was doing well because again they plays in that position where it's not very a position what gets noticed that much. He just does a job. And he comes in and it's very sort of part of the El Nene. And he done just as good in my eyes. I thought when he got the ball, I thought he played it off well. I thought when he got it, he played it forward. And I thought when you look at, what all John McGinn could do was try and kick Xhaka and Lokonga all night.
I'll tell you what, I was smiling when Lokonga went in with the elbow, John McGinn.
That was lovely, wasn't it? Yeah, he went up like that and going like that, and he go, he elbowed me.
But that was a good sight. That was a good sight.
Yeah. But that I don't like that, John McGinn. I don't rate him either. I mean, I heard remember in the close season, a few Arsenal fans were saying, just get John McGinn in, get John McGinn. I remember he was linked Man United. I'm thinking, I don't know what people are seeing because I don't see a player there. And tonight I thought he was disgraced, but we're not talking about McGinn and Villa. We're talking about Sammy Lokonga, and I thought he dealt with him really well. And I thought that was half his problem. I don't think he could handle the way just Lokonga was passing the ball around him, getting stuck in, putting elbows in his face. Thought he was excellent. He did make one or two mistakes, like I said, but again, I don't know what you think, Kiz, but I'm gonna give him a 7. I thought he was a good performance. He's meant to be our third choice, backup midfielder. I thought he stood up really well.
Yeah, I agree. I thought Sam Lokonga was really good today. I wouldn't even. The thing with Sam Lokonga, a bit like Partey, they're gonna some of those balls they're gonna make mistakes with because they try to cut through 2 or 3 players. So it's not like his mistakes are coming from little 5-yard balls. He tries things. He tries to pop it over players' head, or he tries to cut through 2 players, which opens up and it leaves them standing. So when you've got a player, deep line defensive midfield, or playing in that deep line role, and he tries those more expansive balls, it cuts players out, and that the ball. One thing a coach will always say is the ball travels faster than the player. So if you pass the ball past 2 players, you're free. You're gone. You're gone. I thought it was really good. There's been a lot of talk. I hope that Thomas Partey's injury is not too bad. But there's been a lot of talk about bringing in a defensive midfielder because El Nene could be out for long term. Give Lokonga an opportunity. If El Nene's not going to be out for too long, give Lokonga an opportunity to stand in for Thomas Partey, because if he can do that like he did tonight, I thought he was really good. Obviously, Xhaka was more kept an eye on him, and other players are keeping an eye on him a bit more than they were previously. And obviously, he's progressed as a player. But no, I thought he was really good. I was impressed with him tonight.
He's very calm on the ball, Keir, isn't he? He's very calm. Do you know?
That's always been his thing. That's always been his thing. He feels like when
he feels like when he gets the ball. I'm not comparing him with Saliba. It's like when Saliba gets the ball, he's very sort of calm and assured. He's going to do the right thing. You get that sort of vibe with Lokonga as well. That when he gets it, he stands tall. He looks confident. He plays the right pass, or he moves into the right position when he moves. He knows when to play the ball off. He knows when to move forward with it or play the forward pass. He gives me that impression and that confidence in him. So I make you right, mate. I think he should be given a chance. And look, it looks like he could be playing against Manchester United on Sunday. It's a little test for him to see how he does against players like that in that midfield, because it'd be a decent test for him anyway.
No, definitely. Granit Xhaka.
I thought he was outstanding. I just this guy gets better and better game by game for me. I think I see a stat when I think, do you know, he made 10 telling forward passes tonight, more than anybody else on the pitch. Incredible. He's everywhere. As you said, he was looking after Lokonga. What a turnaround. I mean, I've always seen it in a player in Granit Xhaka, but what a turnaround he's done with the Arsenal fans. I thought he was excellent tonight. Getting the ball on the edge of the area, trying to play through ball. Some of the times you put a blonde wig on him, you would have thought he was Odegaard, some of the things he was trying. I thought he was really good. I give him an 8, mate. It sounds like I'm a Xhaka lover, but I don't think these scores are unfair. I don't think I'm giving him a point because I like it. I just think he deserves it. I think an 8 is a fair score for tonight for him.
All right. Martin Odegaard.
Yeah, he just gets better and better. I mean, how much more can this bloke do? He's just, you know, they was kicking him, they was elbowing him, they was, you know, sticking their, you know, feet in his studs in his ankles. He was just getting up and just carrying on. I hope he's all right. That looked a bit naughty, that ankle. He didn't look happy with it. But, you know, during the whole game, he was just a constant, absolute, you know, danger everywhere he went. Yeah, I'm going a 9 again. I thought he was just outstanding. He just gets better and better for me every week. If you said it, you called it right. If he keeps up this type of form, if he keeps up this type of standard, you know, we'll walk Champions League. And that what you said when he got injured, I was like, oh God, you know, I hope he's all right against Man United, because that could be a loss for us. But yeah, he was outstanding tonight. I give him a 9.
Yeah, he's very good tonight. Shame about the injury, but better not be a bad one, because he pulls the strings. Gabriel Martinelli.
What's he capable of? What is this kid capable of? I mean, I go like, I'm trying to think now. He could be world class in a year, this kid. If he carries on this on this conveyor belt, I mean, the goal that he scored, you know, was incredible. You know, put into the back post, cross from Xhaka, and then just burying it in the back of the net. I mean, that's something we really should just talk about, the way we came back when we went 1-1 down, and then we just went straight back up that pitch, and that lovely sort of move for the goal that Martin is on the end. But take that away, just take it away. He just must be an absolute. I said it the other day, that he must be a constant pain in the arse for any defender. They must hate marking him. He's on fire this season. He was on fire tonight. He's capable of anything for me on a football pitch, it seems. His pace, you know, he's got that. Tonight he had that, you know, where he was like that stop-start pace, where he's quick off the mark, and he's gone. I mean, he never gets. And also when he loses the ball, which ain't often, or when the play breaks down on an attack, he is the one who's always chasing back and winning that ball back. The attitude is second to none. He's back in the left back position, winning the ball back, turning the ball round, so then we can play off again. He plays it into the midfield, and then he's off. He's like, you know, when you talk about these Duracell batteries, he's just non-stop. Absolute non-stop. We're talking about taking him off the other week, and like Arteta, don't take him off. You don't need to take this guy off. You know, he's got an engine like I've never seen. Incredible. great performance tonight. Great goal. Could be capable of anything. I'm going to give him a 9.
Right, Gabriel Martinelli gets a 9. Bukayo Saka.
Much better tonight. Yeah, much better than the Fulham game. A bit quiet early on, but I think, like, especially the second half, I thought he was very good. He should have scored. Certainly, he should have scored that goal.
Yeah. He should have scored.
He should have scored that. Was it a penalty? I don't know. Was it a penalty, Keys?
I mean, I don't know. I'm trying to look at the highlights again. It's one of them ones.
Yeah, it was like, I think he's got his arms round him, so that tells me that was a penalty. Yeah, because you're holding him back. But what Saka did, which was wrong, was he made the most of it. He done like a Fosbury flop and like just fell on the floor. And I just don't think that helped the situation. But other than that, I think he would have been given a penalty. As I say, he made it look bad. But other than that, he was excellent. You know, assist for the goal. Great cross from Saka to Martinelli. Yeah, there was a couple of times where he should have shot. He should have passed when he's shooting again. That always needs improving. He's got a little bit, but again, a much better performance from Saka tonight. Give him a 7.
All right. Saka gets a 7. Yeah, I thought Saka was much more improved this week. I still think he needs a rest, though. I still think he has a rest. He can just get that bit of sharpness back. Just take his mind off scoring goals. I think that's another thing that's bogging him down. Is the goals. Because I know from the footage that we were seeing, it gets to him that he's not scoring and when he misses. So it's definitely playing on his mind. I think once he scores a goal or two, he'll feel a bit more relaxed and they will start coming. But he needs a rest. Gabriel Jesus.
Just a typical Gabriel Jesus performance, wasn't it? I mean, just incredible. He got his goal. I mean, I got the strength for this guy is unreal. He's the way he was holding off those Aston Villa centre backs as if they was nothing. He can't be a 5'6" Gabriel Jesus and 6'4". He just puts his body in front of them and they just can't get round him. The strength. He's got everything. He's got everything. He's a goal scorer. He's an assist maker. He's just, wow. I mean, I'm just so glad we've got him at Arsenal. Again, another excellent performance from Jesus tonight. Give him an 8.
All right, Gabriel Jesus gets an 8. Who do we have come on? Smith Rowe came on, didn't he? He did.
Yeah, Smith Rowe. I thought he done the right. I thought he looked all right. Looked fresh. Looked like he's. I can't help looking at his weight. Sorry, sorry, Emmy. I don't mean to keep looking at you, but I'm just making sure that you're, doing your weights. But he looked good. He looked fresh. He came on. He was buzzing around. He got hold of plenty of the ball. He was passing it off when he should have been passing it off, moving into good areas. Unlike what he's been doing like the last few games, and I've seen him come on as sub, he's sort of not been wanting to get involved. I think Arteta might have had a word with him and said, "Come on, look, when you come on, you need to get more involved. I need to see more from you." He certainly did that tonight. Well pleased with his performance when he's come on, because I'm a big fan of Emil Smith-Rowe. I like him a lot. Again, but sub appearance. I'll give him a 6, but he was very good. I thought he did well.
All right. Smith-Rowe gets a 6. Before we go on, press that like and subscribe, people. Everyone in the comment section, press that like. Everyone watching currently right now, smash that like and smash that share button. Tomiyasu.
He was good, wasn't he? He was good. I big up Ben White. We all have, since the start of the season. But I was definitely sitting back in my chair and I was thinking, Man United Sunday, big game. I think I might have changed my mind. I think I might play him because he's looked good. He looked really good. He looked good in defence. You could tell when the difference when you've got Tomiyasu and you've got Ben White there. Just like when you've got Zinchenko and you've got Tierney there. You can see the massive difference when they're compared with each other, when you see them play close together. But Tomiyasu was excellent. He was brilliant defensively. He looked fit. He looked like he was ready for 90 minutes. Getting forward, he was fantastic going forward. Got down the line a few times. Got a couple of crosses in, which led to corners. Was part of the assist for the goal. Coming forward, passing it to Xhaka when he crossed it. Martinelli, bang, 2-1. So you have to give him a big up for that. If he may have not been in that position, maybe Ben White would have been tired. Maybe he would have been a bit further back. Who knows? But I thought he had an excellent sub appearance, very similar to like Eddie last week or the other day. For me, I don't know what you think of Tommy's performance tonight, Kears, but I'm giving him a 7 as a sub appearance.
All right, 7 for Tommy. Yeah, so you can give 7s for sub appearances. I don't know why people think there's a limit you can give.
You feel guilty, don't you? Though someone plays 90
why?
minutes.
It plays well when you come on and made a difference. It plays well. It's it. Eddie and Ketia.
He's saying he's getting the same. He's getting the same. What is that? Who's this new player that we've got? Where's he come from? Who is this new man? He's like a whole different centre forward. He's got this whole different attitude. He come on and he was fantastic. He was brilliant. He's wanting the ball. He's shielding them off. He looks strong. He's definitely ready for 90 minutes. He is. The one thing that stands out when he come on, apart from the work rate, which we keep on saying that he's been given, week in, week out. Then we've been seeing him whether it's a sub appearance or a start. He looks dangerous as well. He looks capable of scoring a goal, and it's so great because it's been so long since we've had a forward who can come on and score a goal. And I'm buzzing for Eddie, like you, Keys. You've got this newfound love for Eddie, being a South London boy and all that. I'm an East London boy, but I've got the same love for this South London boy. I'm just, sort of. Getting more and more, excited by Eddie, and great little thing that he did, right towards the end where I think he ran through about 2 or 3 players, and he was just going, "Go on, score!" You were just willing him to score, and in the end he got the shot and he put it over. But brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Loving Eddie at the moment, loving him. Give him a 7.
Yeah, I think I mentioned it last season. He will be able to feed off the fans when he comes on. Like previously, we as a fan base, I feel like we let down some of our players. Like Theo Walcott, when he used to come and used to hear groans, which any player coming onto the pitch hearing a groan because you've been brought on, how's that player meant to get motivated? Like apart from proving you wrong, but you're his fan base, which he shouldn't have to do. He shouldn't have to prove you wrong. So, and I felt like Eddie maybe not have got groans, but they wouldn't have been the same sort of. But after he started scoring them goals, when you see Eddie come on, you believe he could score a goal. So there's that added sort of, what he brings. He brings that tenacity. His work rates are outstanding. He gives everything when he's playing, which is I say it all the time. It's what you want to see as a fan. Plus, we know he's got quality now, and if he gets a chance, he can score a goal. So I'm with you. I'm loving Eddie as well. Rob Holden, I think he came on as well.
Yeah, don't remember much about Rob's performance. Just want to say, Johnny there. He says you fibbers, Steve. You're M1, born and bred East Ender, mate. When you knew me, I lived in M1, so I just want to get that straight out there. East End boy. Moved to M1 when I was older, mate.
He does need his own song. Johnny, I'm Johnny, come up. You're going to come up with an Eddie song. I don't know what you're going to rhyme with Inketia. You can't get better, yeah.
That ain't bad. That ain't bad.
That was terrible, Steve. I can't think of anything. That was on the spot. I've got nothing. Eddie. I don't know. There's got to be something out there, Johnny. You can come up with something. 6 ain't a bad score for a sub. 6 ain't a bad score for a sub. Look, like I said, there's no rules when it comes to just no half scores. We don't do half scores. All right, we've got to give Mikel Arteta a score. Mikel Arteta, Steve.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't do nothing wrong again. I mean, again, right from the off, the intensity was there. We've been seeing it. When you start seeing the same pattern of play every week, for the past now 5 weeks, and it's the same. It just shows you that these players must have really been taken in and doing what the manager says, on the training pitch. So Mikel Arteta doing an incredible job with this bunch of players, just unbelievable. He picked the right team. Again, it was the only team he could pick. Be interesting what team he picks for Sunday. That's going to be an interesting one because of a few injuries. Hopefully we've got players back. Fingers crossed. But he was excellent tonight, and that's 2 weeks now, 2 games on the trot now against Fulham, and now against Aston Villa, where we've gone from a goal, been scored against, and then we've come back straight up the other end, bang, goal. He must be doing a fantastic job with these guys, and full marks to him. And shame on you people who are Arteta out. That's all I got to say. But it's good we're all friends now. I'll give him a 9. I mean, even the 2 goals that we've had scored against us, kids. We've had the Fulham one was a mistake from Gabriel, and tonight's one was a bit of a fluke. So they're not really, games that have been bit fluky goals. So, but
yeah, we do need to be careful with those though. Because there are going to be games where it's going to be a lot harder to potentially get back into the game. So yeah. I'm not trying to dig them out or trying to be over finicky with stuff, but like against your Uniteds, against your Liverpool, Cities, we can't afford to give away those goals.
No.
So let's get them out of the way and learn from early doors in the season. We're still getting our momentum. We're still building that. I feel like it was only the 3rd game until we started to take it up a gear. I still think there's 2 more gears, but that won't come until maybe we hit. What the thing is, it might come just as the World Cup hits, which was going to kill us if we lose momentum with that break. But I do think if we can get past Man United, get 3 points against Man United, or even a point, I think we've got a good chance of having a half decent run. I know we've got Tottenham in amongst them, but then we've got another little run, and then we've got Liverpool and Man City after that, I think. It's take it game by game. Arsenal playing really well, and it's not just a case of like last season when we were playing well. I think just before the Man United game, it did feel like there was things in our game which we weren't quite doing. It wasn't quite there, and it did feel like we was on. Not a loss was on the way, but it felt like there was going to be a really tough game, a draw or something like that. And we lost to Man United and Everton. And even though we played better than those 2 teams, and we only lost to Everton in the last 10 minutes, it's things we had to learn from. So this time we're just playing really well. Little tiny things that we need to adapt, but other than that, Arsenal are on fire at the moment. They're on fire.
It's so good to see this
play as good as us is probably Man City. So that says a lot.
Yeah,
says a lot.
That's the bar, isn't it, Man City? I mean that is the bar. But the bar is there to be reached. So that's what he's got to aim for, and I'm sure Mikel Arteta is looking at that bar and thinking, "That's where I want to be. That's where I want this."
It's because he has high standards. He has high standards, and he said that himself. He has high standards, and look, you can tell he has high standards, and you can tell that the players respect him because they're doing what he says on the pitch now. It's not a case of he's coming out and saying, "I had a game plan, they didn't stick to it." That's not happening anymore. There's not a lack of confidence in their ability. They're not second guessing themselves and going back to default, which we saw not like maybe towards the previous season. It's going really well, and long may it continue.
Even the little thing, well, it's not a little thing, it's a big thing. But even the fact that now you're seeing the substitutes come on, and we're bigging them. When do we big up? When have we ever bigged up substitutes before at Arsenal? We haven't. Now we're coming on going, it was brilliant. 7.
Yeah, but they're all buying into whatever role they're in, whether they're starting or on the bench. They're buying into it. You've even got people like Zinchenko, who's on the bench. And he's cheering like a fan. He's running on the pitch. He's kicking every ball. Like it's unbelievable to watch. You got Rob Holden, who turned around last season, was like, I'm not playing at the moment, but what I am doing is I seem to be being brought on to shore up the game, to tidy it up, to close it off. Yeah, and he wants to play. But he took the responsibility of that role as when I come on, no goals go in. Yeah. Same with El Nini. He said he wants to play. He's not playing, but when he does, he's going to give it everything. Same with Eddie Nketiah. He wants to play, but when he's not, when he comes on, he's going to throw everything to it to make sure that if there is a question in the manager's mind, that's the question. Who am I going to pick? Or if Gabriel Jesus is injured, it's not a case of before the transfer window, I've got to bring in another striker. It's Eddie's there. He's going to take the spot. So I think that Mikel Arteta has built a team camaraderie, a brotherhood, which is priceless.
You see, Jesus,
fans on side, it's an extra player.
Jesus tonight, when he went off and the camera panned to the bench, and he's there doing what Arteta was doing. He was going, you there, and he was sort of like standing up and sort of directing where players. Unbelievable, fantastic, and unbelievable.
Because Mikel Arteta is doing his job consistently well, but the team is more or less picking itself. I have a question for you. Would you have tried Ben White in a defensive midfield role and played Tommy from the start? Just thought it could have been a decision that Arteta has gone with. I'm not. Look, I'm sure Ben White can play defensive midfield, but we've got a midfielder in there. Like, why bring Ben White into defensive midfield when you've got Lokonga in there? Yeah, like for Lokonga to develop, he has to play these games. It's Aston Villa. Like, if he's going to be a staple in Arsenal's side going forward, he needs to be able to challenge himself against Aston Villa. There's no bringing Ben White in because, again, as well, if I was a midfielder and you brought Ben White into central midfield, I'd be like, boss, are you having a laugh?
Yeah, come on. Spot on. That's spot on.
Do you know what I mean? And Congo's been patient as well. I'm sure you've watched the documentary, Johnny, and you saw he weren't happy that he weren't playing, but he's not moaning. You ain't seen nothing about agents. In fact, you're seeing the opposite. You're saying he felt he had a good first season and he wants to kick on. So, to keep that enthusiasm, to keep that motivation for himself, he needs to be given an opportunity when it arises. And tonight was that opportunity. And he's proved himself that he should be playing in the next game as well. In my eyes,
I see the point. Yeah, I see the reasoning why the question. I see the thought process that what you're doing there, Johnny. I can see what you thought about it, and the fact that he likes to move in the midfield a lot, and even when he's right back, he comes into the midfield. So there's a possibility. But I couldn't agree with Kieran more of the fact that you want to have like a a good camaraderie, and if your midfield players have got to play in them positions, and you have to give those players a chance. So if Ben White was to have been playing midfield tonight, one of the first things that would come into my head would have been like, well, you know, what are the other guys thinking? And not only what the other guys are thinking, what are the other players thinking that are around him? Thinking, why are you playing a right back when we've got, you know, Sambi on the bench? So yeah, get the ethos around the question, get that. But no, just again, I couldn't agree with Kieran. I think it was spot on with what Ray explained it.
And Russ says, I think we're desperately short in some areas where we're already in a mini injury crisis. I think you always get in little niggly injuries at the end of a pre-season and the start of a season, because the transition from pre-season to actual games and physical playing, it's a big jump. You can only do so much pre-season before the Premier League, and it's a massive change. The pace of the game, the tackles are going flying in. It's different. So this is about conditioning right now. So some of these players, like no player ever plays at 100% fit. It's always 90, 70, 80%. Toe injuries, broken fingers, all sorts. Hip injuries from goalkeepers. It's all the time. It's standard. So these little niggly injuries. Thomas Partey one's the one that worries me a little bit, because it's the same injuries he had before. It's just the extent of it. But not any of the other injuries. They're nothing too much to worry about. But I do agree we do need to bring in a couple of other players. But yeah, that's a totally different pod for that one. That is all we have time for. Thank you very much for joining us today, people. With quite a few people watching, make sure you smash that subscribe button if you are new to the show. If you are a regular, press that like, and also press a like if you are new to the show as well. And then press that share button. Just have to press the copy. You don't even have to share it if you don't want to. If you do, appreciate the love. All right, thank you very much for joining us tonight, Steve.
Pleasure as always, mate. Pleasure.
And thank you very much for joining us, Johnny. Absolute star in the comment section tonight. Garth, give you a little shout out as well. I see you Sunday, mate, live. Me and Garth will be doing live. Same room. Post-match
reaction. I thought you were going to do a watch-along then.
God forbid that. Honestly, you don't want to see me and Garth watching a football match. It'll be bleep. It'll just be bleep, 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 bleep.
I'd pay for that one.
All right, thanks for joining us, Ross, as well. Peace out, people. Stay safe and wash your hands.